Hello everyone, in this video I'll be going over the replacement commands in Vim. I have this code here, and let's compile the code. Wow, notice I get a bunch of errors. So, if I was in my code and see I'm at line like 100, and my error's at line 6, I don't want to go up and down on my arrow keys all the way to line 6. It would take forever. The way to get around this in Vim is to do colon. Notice in my bottom left hand corner keyboard viewer I do shift colon. In the bottom left hand corner of the Vim window it displays a colon and waits for a command to be input. If I input a number, it takes me to the line number in the Vim window. So I do line 6 because I have an error at line 6. Enter, and look, my cursor is placed at the beginning of line 6. So let's see what the error is. Oh, I put a letter instead of a number, so let me change that. Now, I could go over to the cursor, press I, delete, and input a number, right? But I don't want to do that. There has to be a faster way of doing this, and luckily there is. If you notice on line 14, I have the comment for R. The R command is short for replacement. Now lowercase r, notice I have my cursor over the letter A and I press lowercase r. And it's waiting for me to input something. Now whatever I input on my keyboard will replace the character under the cursor with my inputted key. So I want to change sum to equal 0. So now that I pressed R, I'll press 0. Notice that A is replaced with 0. The other way to use R is uppercase R. I'll put my cursor at the beginning of the word sum and I'll do Shift R. Notice in the bottom left hand corner of the Vim window, I have this display named replace. It says replace in the bottom left hand corner. Notice when I press J, it replaced the letter S with the letter J and then move the cursor over to the right and the replace is still there, so it's still allowing me to replace the word or replace any character. So I'll rename this Jet, so I'll do E again. E replaces U and I'm still in the replace, and then I'll press T and now I'm at Jet. To get out of this replace I'll press escape and the replacement is done. And now I have int jet equals 0. Let's save this. Remember to save it is :W and then enter. And we'll recompile. And what do I get? Line 7, error, use of undeclared identifier I. So let's go to line 7, :7, enter. And oh, I forgot to declare I, so let's declare it. Int I, and I noticed that I have this wrong too. So let me replace that using R, and we'll make it 8. And we'll save this, :W, enter, recompile, and look, we only have 2 errors generated now. Line 8 says that sum was not identified. That is because we changed sum to jet, so we need to modify that. Let's go to line 8, :8, enter. Again, I could just do insert, go to the end of the word, backspace 3 times, and do jet. That's a lot longer than I really need it to be. Vim gives us a tool to do this a lot quicker. Notice on line 15, I have C. Now C has 3 commands that I'm going to talk about here. It's CE, C$, and CC. Now if you remember from earlier videos, DE, notice when I press DE, it deletes from wherever the cursor is to the end of the word. Let me do U to undo that. Now think about CE as almost the exact same thing. CE will also delete from wherever the cursor is to the end of the word. But notice in the bottom left hand corner, insert is displayed. So that means whenever I do CE, not only is everything deleted from where the cursor is to the end of the word, but I'm also able to immediately start inserting new text where the deleted characters were. So I want to replace some with jet, so let me input jet, escape to exit the insert, and now look. And in line 10 I have all these other different times that I put some, so let me replace those with jet. Now let me do CE, jet, escape, move over, CE, jet, escape. And now if I compile, and look, let's run it, and jet equals 28. I'm just assuming that's right. Should be right, if my math's correct. But yeah, that's an easy way to debug it. Now, C also has C $ and CC. Now, if you remember from earlier videos, D $ deleted from wherever the cursor was to the end of the word, like so. D $. Let me undo that. Now, once again, like CE, C $ is almost the exact same as D $, except when I do C $, I'm also again prompted to insert. I don't really need to insert, but you get the idea. Now, if you remember DD, which if I input DD, deletes the whole line, I'm gonna do that. CC is almost the exact same, and again, like CE and C $, when I do CC, I'm also prompted to insert immediately. Again, like the deletion command, anything that's deleted with the C command will be placed into a buffer and is accessible using the P command to paste it back onto the file. So, replace this line using CC and replace it with Cout. I wonder what the answer is. Now, I just got rid of that crucial line that showed what the answer is, and I don't want to rewrite it again, but because I used the C command, I don't have to. All I have to do is press P. And look, it's still there. That's because when I use the C command, like I said, puts it into a buffer that is accessible with the P command and allows you to paste whatever was deleted onto wherever the cursor is. So let me save this and run it again. Compile and run, and now we get, I wonder what the answer is, and then we get the answer equals 28. Thank you for watching, and good luck on your projects.